at a time.
Hey JC, how's things going today?
Good. How are you today, Lance?
Good, good.
Is it meditation hour or?
Maybe. Hey UOW family, just wanted to come and share myself finally. I'm always behind the computer, and so I wanted to talk with JC today, share a little bit about our team. But first of all, I want to go over some of our sponsors. One of our big ones this year is Phoenix Protective. Phoenix Protective is an innovative, profitable company providing the best in the industry security. Another great one is Combat First Aid. You want to take this one, JC?
Well, that was my turn, but I mean, if you want to take that. Combat First Aid. This is one of my favorites, Jennifer Foreman and Chris Foreman out of Wenatchee, Washington. For those departments and even businesses that just want to have a sense of security of being able to provide their employees, employers, team members, sense of security on how to do combat first aid in case of emergencies. Please look them up, Combat First Aid, and they are a huge sponsor of Phoenix, of Beyond the Call.
Garda World is a huge company that is in multiple different countries, that is a phenomenal security company that provides cutting edge security on a day-to-day basis. So please reach out to them if you have any security needs, especially overseas. They do a phenomenal job. Please reach out. Please support them.
Jewelry Design Center, or JDC, located in Spokane, Washington. Custom jewelry and absolutely amazing jewelry products. They have one-on-one service. Their staff will take care of you, design something for you, or take one of their beautiful designs and create your own memories.
Yokes Fresh Market is one of our local grocery stores here in Spokane. They have 16 locations across this area. Some of them are in Idaho and a bunch all over Spokane and Yakima over in the Central Washington area. Phenomenal grocery store. They're very local sourced, and all of us here shop at them. They're a huge sponsor, and they've been our sponsor for the last 2 years, and we really appreciate everything they've done for us.
Oh, Jason Gray, if you need a loan or if you need a refi, reach out to Jason Gray with New America. There's his phone number. Let him know you're looking for a new loan or a refi, and he will take care of you no matter where you are in this beautiful country of ours.
Lone Wolf Harley Davidson, second-year sponsor. They have done a phenomenal job to support us in every avenue they can. Truly a phenomenal team over there, and the owners, Greg and Holly, are incredible people. If you guys are looking for a motorcycle or looking to upgrade this summer, we're coming into riding season. Go visit Lone Wolf. Okay, it does not matter if you live in the Spokane area. They have multiple connections to get you a bike, get you custom made, whatever you're looking for, and have you riding a perfect ride this summer.
Columbia Bank, we're dealing with the Columbia branch out of Spokane, but they do cater in Washington State. If you're looking for a loan or opening a bank account or just even an account for your children, go to Columbia Bank and sign up. They are sponsoring us for the first time this year, and great customer service again.
Simpson Helmet is a new one this year, and they sponsored us to help us get the best helmets that you've ever seen. These are fiber, or I'm going to mess this up now. They're carbon fiber helmets. They're super lightweight. They have great test ratings, and we actually just got them wrapped with our logo and everything the other day. So we will all have matching helmets this year. And Simpson was a huge sponsor to help us make that happen. So we really appreciate it to them.
Bud Clary of Yakima and Bud Clary of Auburn, Washington. This year became one of our first sponsors. They are huge in supporting what we're doing. They've got great vehicles, everything from Toyotas to Toyotas to Toyotas. Reach out and let them know you saw us if you're looking for a new car, a used car, and they will take care of you. Make sure you mention Beyond the Call of Duty.
KDBCO is a phenomenal company that we got our lights from this year. I can't wait for you guys to see the lights that they gave us and the performance quality that these guys put into this. Next year, when we're riding through, you will see us coming, trust me. So we're very excited with our partnership with them, and we thank them for all the work they put into us. JC,
Also,
today we have a new sponsor, and I want you to introduce them.
Yeah, but 1 second though, Lance. On the KDBCO, those lights are actually Whelen lights, and they are a distributor for Whelen, and they are absolutely amazing lights.
Perfect, thank you. So let's talk about our new sponsor.
We sure can. So I'm going to call out, I'm going to say a couple of letters, 1350, so 1350. Just remember that just overall. Where this comes into play is there are 13 stripes and 50 stars. And we were introduced to this beautiful organization from Ray, who's with Blue Line Bears. And Ray reached out to them and asked, what can they do for us? This is what we want to do for law enforcement, to honor law enforcement, to keep the momentum of us on the road. And they came back and said, we are going to sponsor. They understood the concept of whiskey night or a nightcap. And so they're going to be our whiskey sponsor. They are located in
Colorado,
but they cater to all states. They have a great network, and they also have what's called the Blue Line whiskey. It's a bourbon whiskey made for law enforcement, but they also cater to military and first responders. So I really want to see if we can pull up their webpage and just kind of walk through a little bit what they've got.
Absolutely. So here's their webpage here. They have a great intro video. Right at the top, you can see all the organization, but look at this video. They did a phenomenal job with this page, truly.
Yeah, it's the bourbon's going to be awesome. We are going to do our nightcap with using the Blue Line bourbon right there. So, and we'll be honoring all our fallen, all the officers that we end up going out to see. We'll be saying a nightcap to them and talking about the survivors and everybody else.
Absolutely. And they have their contact information on here. The website is www.1350distilling.com. Go check out their website, see what they have to offer. They have multiple different events. They do tours and everything on here. But if you're looking at getting a great whiskey this year, check this company out. They have some phenomenal different whiskeys, vodkas, the whole 9 yards.
And to add to that, Lance, Jake, who is a phenomenal owner and of 1350, he has graciously said that a portion of each Blue Line bottle will come back to Beyond the Call.
That's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Look forward to working with them, meeting them in person.
Yeah. So today's segment, we decided to do Thursday instead of Friday. Why?
Because tomorrow we are doing another Friday special to support our law enforcement officers in our local area. And we're going to be feeding them while they're on duty. So hopefully we have a huge turnout like last time. We're able to feed them all and show them our love from EOW and our family.
Absolutely. So that's kicking off at 1 o'clock. We'll try and do a Facebook Live during that time. No promises, but Lance will definitely upload photographs of our Friday special, not Friday night special. So it's exciting. Again, we want to thank Spokane Police Department for allowing us to do this. And we're hoping to take this around Washington State as we grow, as we are able to, and as we can get enough donations to make this happen. So, yeah, so we're doing Thursday live today. As everyone can see, that's Lance Drapo, and Lance is going to be gracious enough to show us one of his moments while we were on tour last year.
Yes, let me pull that up.
Pull that out.
All right, so we have to tell the backstory behind this, though. So we were at a department, and this little girl comes up, and she is so adorable. And we're honoring this officer, and their loved one comes up and hands me this little daisy, and it was absolutely the most adorable thing ever. Oh, now I can't even find it. My goodness, this is terrible.
So, that's okay. While you're doing that, so today I would like to introduce our riders, and I would like to introduce some of the team that was part of last year's ride. You know, everyone's been asking questions, and we really haven't dived into what it takes to make this happen. We start with everyone thinks we just get on a bike and ride, and we pull a trailer. There's a lot of logistics that go on. After our ride ended in August of last year, September, immediately we started formulating what we needed to do for this year's ride. So one of the first things we have to do is contact every single department. Well, we can't contact all the departments till midnight of December 31 because that is the cutoff date. That is the cutoff time for any end of watch for 2020. But we did start with the beginning of 2020 up to September and started contacting the departments. Everything's time sensitive because we have to compile the names of the departments to be able to build a map. So if you're ready, let's start with the riders and then we'll go from there.
Absolutely. So our first one is Allison. Allison is a phenomenal friend of all of ours. She rode the whole entire route with us this year, and we named her the Merchant because she deals with all the merchandise. She runs the whole program to make sure that we sell all the shirts and helping give back to the families and making sure they get set up with giveaway items and everything. But she is a phenomenal person, and we're so appreciative to have her on this ride this year.
Yep, and she'll be on her ride again, which the 6 bikes, like we've been talking about, are custom bikes. And this year she's riding a very special bike. So please, once we start the ride, and if you run into Allison, ask her to tell you the story about her bike.
The next one is William.
There we go. There's William. This is the mastermind. So we've named him the mapper for a reason. He spends hours and hours and hours of time to build these routes. It's not an easy thing. It's not something that you just plug in. This is the location I'm going to. The mapping process takes hours. On an average, he's spending about, if you were to put it in days, it takes him about 3 months combined to put together the route. And it can't be done until the departments give us a final okay. And then we have other protocols that we have for safety and security reasons that we have to put in. So again, it's really, really tedious. It's really, really hard. And so everyone, when you see Will, thank him for that. He spends hours and hours, and he also will be riding a very unique bike. So please ask him the story behind his bike.
So Jason, we named him Tool because he's our mechanic, and He also is one of our road captains. Navigated us through thousands and thousands of miles last year. That's him and his little girl, one of many. So great guy. He rode the whole entire ride last year, and couldn't have done it without him.
Absolutely. And again, it's not just getting on a bike and riding. Jason looks at the maps, looks at the routes, every night, verifies the route. That night before, he will verify there's no cancellation on roads or diversions, anything that really is going to impede our getting to the stop that we're going to go to. Every stop is timed to the minute. So if we say we're going to be there at X, Y, and Z 2 o'clock, we have to be there at 2 o'clock. Every stop we have a certain amount of time that we can spend, and we have to get back on the road. So that's really Jason takes over from what William creates on the map and puts it on the ground.
Old Denny.
What do you want to say about Old Man Denny? Old Man Denny last year.
Old Man Denny.
Yeah, Old Man Denny drove our support rig last year, but he's our ground support. He makes sure that the vehicle that the motorcycle that's going to be a giveaway bike is up to par, up to standards. He makes sure that we are all hydrated and taken care of, and he's just our ground support, and he'll be there this year.
So David was a late rider. He came in at the beginning, and we never met him until the ride. And right off the bat, him and his father, both of them are great guys. They both supported the ride the whole entire time, and they were great riders to ride with.
Yeah, and again, the riders you're seeing are all riders that put in 3 weeks minimum on the ride last year. And so these are, we have many other riders, but we didn't put all of them up. The ones you're seeing did a minimum of 3 weeks. So again, amazed to have him. He not only rode, but absolutely helped us in every aspect of whatever needed to be done was done. And would love to see, we're going to see David again this year, and can't wait for him to join us.
So then I had to throw this one in there. So obviously JC, he's the ringleader. We came up with that nickname yesterday for you, JC, just so you know. But this is one of my favorite photos of you. I had to add this one in here. And this department that we were at was one of the youngest deputies I've ever seen. And this was one of the youngest sheriffs I've ever seen. He was 32 or 34, and this was his second term. So anyways, JC is always the one that talks at the events. He comes up with this whole entire plan. We were the ones that helped him make it come true, but he is the organizer of all this, and that is why every week he shares his ideas and his opinions over everything with you guys. And we're very fortunate to have him with us, because it wouldn't have happened without him.
Yeah, it wouldn't have happened without you guys, so stop it. Our two culprits right there. So we've got KK, which is closest to us, and then Kavi. Both of these, KK was our youngest teenager. She was 17. She did all 18,300 miles. Kavi is our second youngest teenager. She was 16 at the time, and she did all 18,300. And both these young ladies, absolutely phenomenal. They didn't miss a beat. There was no sick days. There was no, I don't want to do this or I don't want to do that. And they were jolly on the spot. A lot of our departments, PIOs or point of contacts will know both of these young ladies, because while we're riding and they're in the rigs or what have you, they are actually talking to these young ladies, coordinating the actual stop real time. So we couldn't have done it without them too, and we will see them this year again.
Yes, and that was one of my favorite points, is we get to a department and they'd be like, all right, where's KK? Where's Covey? We've been talking with them, and they met them and they're like, oh my gosh, you're only 16? Because they were so professional and they helped us out so much, and they worked great with all of the team members as we went. So we were very fortunate to have them. Little man, though, he is 11
the
now.
youngest. The
Yes,
youngest.
he is the youngest. And this is my favorite photo of him. He got to sit in this Mustang, and he was so excited. And it was at the Aerospace Center there. And so he was just having a grand day. This was actually on his birthday, too. But he is a little mechanic, and he would go and fix anything. He would work on anything. He would help us with whatever we needed. And he did an incredible job the whole entire route, because he went on the whole entire route last year.
Yeah, and one more thing is he actually rode on the back of a bike. We did a total of 18,300 miles. And I believe he rode a total of 16,000 miles on the back of a bike. And again, 11 years old, and just didn't miss a beat. Was up every morning, was the last one to go to bed, making sure that, even just everything from cleaning up the tables, from chow time to waking up and making sure that the truck was loaded correctly. So this guy is just amazing. Can't wait to have him on the ride again this year.
Yeah, he's such a trooper. Of course, than me.
Yes, we named Lance Flash because he has to have the best camera, the best GoPro, just absolutely recording, and yet he can't take any good pictures of any of us, but takes great pictures of everyone else.
It's true.
Again, Lance does so much behind the scenes. I mean, the weekly Friday, that's his doing. He puts it all together. It takes time to do that. It takes time to download. Every night he's up downloading photographs, going through hundreds of photographs. Just because we are very sensitive, we don't want to put photographs that are private moments. And so he's very careful about making sure that is respected. So. Oh, there's Jerry the Wrecker. Jerry Bishop was our driver for our truck and trailer last year. So he took the first segment, and he's Jerry's a very unique person.
JC, did we want to go into a little bit about his name and how he got that?
No. I think we'll keep that quiet.
Okay.
Rob, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, Rob. Rob came in about halfway, a little bit over halfway with us, and rode the rest of it. This is when he got his new motorcycle over there. He was such a burst of inspiration. Very funny guy, and we're lucky to have him keep our spirits up the whole entire time. Yeah,
and we named him Clover because he's Irish and he's like a 4-leaf clover, and just bringing good luck to us every single day, and good humor, and keeping us all upbeat. So,
absolutely.
Up there's Sheila. She's mom to this whole team, and make sure that she takes care of our needs, and oversees making sure we've got enough rest and good food, and even the emotional support.
Yeah, absolutely. And you can see that in the photo. On top of different family members and everything, she would go and provide emotional support for. She was also providing emotional support for all of our team members throughout the ride, and we were very lucky to have her as well.
Yeah. There's Steve. That's David's father, and we were blessed to have him. He came in and jumped in the first leg, and then jumped out, and then came back and jumped in for 2 more weeks after that. Just amazing person. I mean, you once you get to know him, it's hard not to just say we are brothers from a different mother. So we're excited to see him this year. We're not going to get him for the whole ride, or we're not going to get him for even a lot of it, because Steve, being very lucky, is getting married this year. So I totally understand him wanting to go to Maui for the wedding.
So he couldn't have the wedding on the road with us this year?
He could have. I mean, it would have been cheaper.
It would have been.
And you know what? What better way to say to a loved one that, baby, I'm taking you to 50 states. I mean,
and you're still ordained, so you could have done it on the road.
I am still ordained. I'm a minister. We could have done it on the road, and
I think we need to have another talk with him.
I think so. I think we might have to have don't we do the pre-marriage meetings?
Yes. Yeah, I think you should be the counselor for that.
That's what I think we should do.
Yes. Good old Jason. So Jason is Allison's husband. Jason met us at the end, and he rode from Washington all the way over to New Jersey in 2.5 days. If you guys don't know how far that is, look on a map, because that is all the way across the whole entire U.S. And he rode just to make sure that he could honor those families for the rest of the ride. And great rider, great personality. He was such a fun guy to have on the ride when he was with us.
Yeah, absolutely. So he was. I think we all pretty much got tired when he would wake up every morning at 6 and say, "Good morning, sunshines."
Every morning.
Every morning. Scott just jumped in, and he says it's not too late. Yes, yeah, I see that. So maybe
Steve, I mean, you got to look into it.
Make that happen. So all right, what else we got? Oh, that's Chad, Big Sexy. He was when Jerry had to bounce out, Big Sexy took over and ran the truck and trailer, and we're hoping to see him sometime this year again. So
absolutely. All right, that's the whole team.
Yeah. So real quick, again, thank you for this Thursday afternoon. Tomorrow we're doing a beautiful, like Lance said, we're doing a Friday special. Last time I think we did about 125 meals. This time we're anticipating about 250 meals. So we have multiple agencies, and Jason, don't even say it. Guess what we get to do today? That's what Jason always said every morning. Yeah, he did. But yeah, that was on the ride. But so that's we're doing that 1 to 6, and then we're gonna go ahead on Saturday from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. We're gonna be at Michael D's in Coeur d'Alene. And they graciously not only donated money to be on the Call of Duty, but they invited us there, and they asked us to come 2 days. So we're doing Saturday 9 to 3 as well, or 9 to 2, as well as Sunday 9 to 2 at Michael D's in Coeur d'Alene. So please, if you're out in the Coeur d'Alene area or in the Spokane area, you'd like to come out, we will be at Michael D's in Coeur d'Alene.
Yeah, that information is on our website. So if you have a question about the address or anything, but come on over, grab some breakfast that morning, Saturday or Sunday. Come check out the trailer. Most of the team will be there.
Yeah, I think that's it. We don't have any more sponsors. But if you're done, Lance, I'd just like to leave one more thing for all of our viewers and be on the Call of Duty family members and UOW family.
Absolutely.
So we had Amy last week, and again she brought to fruition. We lose heroes, but we forget that the survivors are also heroes. So this weekend, let's go ahead and put the word out again. Let's see if we can say hi to a police officer anywhere they are. Give them a hug if they allow you to. Tell them they're loved. And if you see any emergency vehicles on the road, please get over one lane. Give them the room, slow down, and hopefully we'll see you this weekend. Love you all. Be blessed and be safe out there. Love you.